So I've tried a tremendous amount of skincare. Today, I am going to go through all of the products that I've tried over the last 11 months, what worked and what didn't. Hey everyone, so as we all know, if you're watching this video when it actually gets released, it's the midst of the holiday sales. And I did promise that I was going to go through all of the skincare that I have tried this year, talk about what worked and what didn't. If I go through every single product, I would say that I have like more than 200 products that I have tried. So I'm not going to do that, but I am going to go by brand and I'm going to tell you what didn't work for me and why. And I'm going to tell you what did work for me and what I think you might be interested in. This is not going to be an in-depth review of each product. If there's something that catches your eye and you're like, oh, I really want to hear more about that, let me know. I'm happy to either do a short on it or talk to you directly. If you're a member of mine, you can message me on Discord. Here we go. We're going alphabetically. I've tried a brand called Alpyn this year, which I believe is from Jackson Hole, Wyoming. And I have the Super Sculpt Serum for face and neck. I thought this was fine, but I didn't see any real difference with it. The only cream I've seen a real difference with, just that's specifically for the neck, is InnBeauty. That one does seem to work, but honestly guys, what really works is the mask and the neck mask that I've used, and then the Calecim, the Natura Bisse, the 8th day. They actually seem to like tighten the creams and the serums, but then the tools would be the masks and the newer device. I mean, and again, it's not like I got a facelift. It's just tighter. But the product I do love by Alpyn is this cleanser, and it is a hydrating cream cleanser, but it has vitamin C and Juneberry in it, and it's exfoliating. You can see the little pieces hopefully in it. Maybe, hopefully. It smells great. I assume that's the Juneberry. And it's just a very calming, creamy, exfoliating cleanser. Wouldn't use it all the time because it is exfoliating, but I really like it. I like the smell of it. I like the way it feels. It's very creamy. It doesn't feel uncomfortable. If you're looking for something that has a little bit more of an exfoliation, pick this up. And do I like it more than the Omorovicza? No, but I think at different times, because this is like warming almost. Like it almost feels like it's like on a cold day would be what you would want. This is more like clay. So very different feels to them. BeautyBio, the Swipe and Glow peels. These are pads that there's a number of different ones that are good. Blue Mercury has some that are the 61s that I think are excellent. Elemis has ones that I'm going to talk about, but the price point on this is much lower. There's 30% off on BeautyBio right now, and these work actually quite well. I really like them. They're not over, like they're not stingy. There's some pads that are stingy. These are not. They have AHA, BHA, PHA, and niacinamide. So they've got the vitamin B in it, which I like the fact that there's a number of different products. Cleanses your skin, but it also gives you a nice glow and exfoliation. I really like those. The other BeautyBio product, this is what I have on my eyes today. I like this product, the formula that's in here. This is the eyeliner concentrate. So it's a depuffing and lightening part of your eye. The thing I really like about this product more than anything else is the wand. The wand on here is this elongated, rounded rectangle that you can basically go like this and get the entire underside of your eye, but you can also get up in here, which is hard to do in practically any other tool. So I really like this one. There's other eye products I like, guys. I'm gonna get into it. The Glow Facial tool that they have, the one that cleanses your pores, that is also excellent. And the microdermabrasion rollers, which you can pop in and out. I don't use them as often because my skin is very sensitive, so I have to be very careful with that tool. I would not recommend it for people who have, you know, problems with their barrier or real redness or skin irritation, because puncturing your skin like that can be too much for you. So talk to your dermatologist. But if you've used them before and you've had microdermabrasion before, you know, those are really good because you can pop the heads in and out. The product that didn't work for me is a product called Pout. It's like a lip serum solve. It has collagen and hyaluronic acid. There's nothing wrong with it, but it didn't really, I don't think it really did anything. I was just kind of like, eh. I am trying one right now that I've been using for a while that I actually really like. There's two. We'll get to that when we get to that particular brand. Biossance. I've talked about Biossance before. I've tried many of their products in the past and I've talked about them. I love the fact that they have squalene products, oil products, really good. I love their creams. Talked about them in the past. But the product that I tried by Biossance this year that's new is the Biossance Squalene and Ecotin. This is the cream. This is a restoring compromised skin deep nighttime moisturizing product. And this is, I've actually used quite a bit of it. Okay, so it targets dry and sensitive skin. You use it at night. It's eczema friendly, supposedly, and suitable for sensitive skin and reactive skin. I would absolutely agree with that. Really does provide deeply hydrating properties to your skin. So if you put this on at night, you're going to wake up tomorrow morning and your texture feels better, your moisture barrier feels better. It's a really excellent way to like hydrate and plump your skin. And I think over time, you do feel like the texture of your skin improves. Along with that is the Firm and Lift Dual Serum. So this is a biophasal, so you have to shake it up. It's basically a skin firming serum. It has, I have notes. This is why I'm looking to my left because I want to make sure I get the dermatological parts correct. It basically works with Hydrolift Complex, which is, you know, got the little TM trademarked there. Reduce visible wrinkles, soothe skin, hyaluronic acid boosts hydration, squalene increases the potency of the benefits, overall sculpted look, blah, 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 blah. What I would say about this is I don't know if it necessarily lifts your skin, but it does make it look like your skin is more lifted. So I don't know if it's actually lifting your skin or it's just achieving a look because it's, you know, buoying out your skin when you use it. But if you use this and use this after it and go to bed at night, I will tell you the next day you do look pretty fabulous. So I do love these products together. I think Biossance is a underrated brand. I really like their products. I think they're very comfortable on the skin. And if there's somebody who has like sensitivities to things, I think Biossance is an excellent way to go. They are not cheap, but they do also have 30% off their site right now. Blue Lagoon. So Blue Lagoon was one that I have tried more recently. So I won't talk too much about the serums and the creams. But I will say that the serum and the cream, which they're called, and then there's something that's called the eye cream, all have something in them called a Plus complex, which promotes collagen and strengthens the skin barrier. Blue Lagoon seawater, the actual Blue Lagoon, yes. Electrolytes to energize the skin. Squalene, which again, we've talked about a bunch of times, seals in moisture and restores supplements. Niacinamide, which is vitamin B, and ceramides. So the cream has that in it. I have to say, it does feel really nice on the skin. It has this gorgeous, like creamy texture. It doesn't smell weird or anything like that. I do like it, but I haven't used it long enough to be like, you know, this is the best thing ever. But I will say it does seem to work on the skin and your skin looks nice afterwards. I don't know how much it's actually going to build your collagen or lift your skin. I will say that it is specially made for normal to dry skin. So it is much more emollient in its feel. It's not sticky or anything. It goes right in, but it isn't specifically meant for that. The serum that's in here, and this is the serum and it comes in the serum dropper, like the usual thing, has the BL+ complex, the Blue Lagoon seawater, vitamin C in it, which is interesting because it's an antioxidant, and the hyaluronic acid. So if you're using them together, I would say that the fine lines and wrinkles in your skin are diminished. They do work really well together. I like this combination, and neither one has a fragrance in it. So if you're looking for something that's fragrance free, I think of course there's a little bit of the Blue Lagoon, you know, like the special waters and all that good stuff, but I do think it's an excellent product, and I do like the cream and the serum together. So if that's something you're interested in, I would certainly take a look at it. The masks are awesome. This is the mineral mask and this is the algae mask, and I love them both. But the Blue Lagoon mask is one that you put on before you go to sleep at night, and you can just leave it on all night and wake up and then wash it off. It's hydrate and revitalize, and your skin looks really good if you put this on at night and go to sleep. It is a little sticky, so make sure that you kind of rub it in a little bit, but your skin will look so good in the morning. And the algae one does brighten your skin, and you do like look a lot better. I really love both the masks. I haven't been this excited about masks for a long time. Like I've talked about the Sicily Velvet and the Sicily Rose. Those I'm not going to talk about today because I didn't try them this year. I've had them for years. They are like my favorites. They're on sale at Derm Store, by the way. Pick those up. But these masks are awesome. There's a bunch of sets that they have right now that are on sale, so you should check those out. They also have a lip product that is actually really nice. It comes in the same tube. I can't find it right now. I've put it somewhere because I was using it. My lips are driving me nuts. And I was using it, so I can't find it. But it's an ointment. Like, it looks like this, but it looks like it comes out as an ointment. And it has a really nice smell and taste to it. It's like peppermint, but it's not peppermint because I don't like peppermint. I think it's spearmint. Or no, it's wintergreen. That's what it is. It's wintergreen, which I love. I love lifesavers that are wintergreen, but I don't like peppermint. But anyway, that's not the point. The point is you just put it on your lips. I know I'm talking really fast, but I'm trying to get through this entire thing. It's a really nice ointment for your lips, but it's not that, I don't find it that reparative. I think it feels really nice on the skin, and I love the scent of it, but I wouldn't say that it repaired my skin. I just think it felt nice while it was on my skin. The next brand is Calecim. Now, Calecim is a brand that I've been trying their hair care, their hair restorative, which actually does work. It absolutely does work for me. Again, I can't say what will work for you, but there's clinical results on the site. You can take a look at them. It's working for me, so I'm using it. And I think that hair care system is great, but it is expensive. There's a sale. Basically, you get 2 ampules if you buy the hair care restoratives. But they also have skincare, and I have been trying it. It's the Restorative Hydration Cream and the Recovery Night Complex. These are 2 very different products. Let me explain. The cream, it helps calm inflammation. It's plumping, it's smoothing, and it's calming. So basically, it's meant to calm your skin. In this is something called PTT6, which is also in the hair care restorative stuff. It's basically, and I have studied this and I'm still confused, but I have a general understanding. It's a clinically proven combination of fibronectins, glycoproteins, collagen, and hyaluronic acid that work together synergistically to stimulate skin renewal at a cellular level. Aloe vera is moisturizing restorative, helping to calm the skin, reduce redness and irritation, and boost skin healing. So if you don't like aloe, then you'll have a problem with that. I really like this. I think it's extremely good. It's got a weird texture to it. Like, it almost feels like it's creating a barrier on your skin. You really need to rub this into your skin. Otherwise, it sort of sits. It's weird. And you don't need as much as you think you do. I used too much the first time. So yeah, you don't need a lot. You just use a little bit. You can use it in the daytime. You can use it at night. You can use it on your neck area. You can use it on your jaw. I have found really good results with this, but I haven't used it long enough to say anything other than that. But I have been impressed with the way it calms my skin down. You notice my skin is a lot less red. I haven't had lasers in a while, guys. Now I am using the current body masks, which make a huge difference. I am using my Nua device, which is lifting, which makes a huge difference. These are all in concert. And anybody who says that, well, you get lasers, you don't need good skincare, that is not true. Go talk to your dermatologist. You do need good skincare. What that means to you, good skincare, yes, that varies, but you can't just get lasers once a year and then do nothing with your skin the rest of the time and expect it to look good, because it won't. Your dermatologist will tell you. You need to moisturize, you need to exfoliate. There's retinols if you can handle them, especially as you get old. The other product that's here is a very different product. So this you wear overnight. You use to hydrate, brighten, repair, and diminish the signs of aging. It contains hyaluronic acid, sodium hyaluronate for deep hydration. You do need to wash it off in the morning. The idea is that it's going to sort of exfoliate your skin overnight, but also hydrate. It brightens, it calms inflammation, it repairs, and it soothes. It has the PTT6 in it, niacinamide, hyaluronic acid, saccharide isomerate, which plumps and hydrates, palmosensine, which is a peptide complex, which reduces fine lines and wrinkles. There's also cucumber extract to help repair and dry the damaged skin. The first time I had heard about this is to use this post-procedure, like after you get lasers. So yeah, it's a really different product, and it's especially used for sensitized skin. I really love this. I think this is excellent, but I don't use this all the time. Maybe I should. I don't know. It says use this in the evenings, of course. Apply 5 pumps. You can add before putting the night complex on. I've been very impressed with the Calecim products. So take that for what they're worth, but they are expensive, but they're not ridiculous. The Calecim night product is $115 for 60 grams, which is a lot of money, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, comparing to the other things we're talking about, it's pretty much in line. Chantecaille, I've talked about a million times. There's so much by Chantecaille that I like, but what I did try this year was the Blanc Peony Face Serum and the moisturizer. Here's the thing about this product. Yes, it does brighten and whiten your skin. And I say whiten because it actually I felt like it took some of the pigment out of my skin. Like, it actually made my skin look paler. So I'm not saying that that's necessarily bad, because it's a dark spot corrector, and I think it was helping with these dark spots here, and maybe I'll start using it like less of it, you know what I mean, like not as often, because when I did it for like 30 days, and maybe it would be good as just a dark spot corrector in a more limited way. But when I used them together for 30 days, my skin actually got lighter, like my foundations were too deep. So if you're looking for that, you should try those products. But for me, it was a little too much, because I don't need to be paler. I want to mention Clinique because I had tried Clinique years ago, and there's a lot of products by Clinique that I think are really good skincare. There's a number of things that I've tried from Clinique and I was like, oh, that's really nice moisturizer, that's a really nice balm. They have a bunch of good stuff. But I wasn't blown away by anything. I was just kind of like, these are all good. Except for one thing, and that's the Clinique. This is the balm. This is Take the Day Off. Guys, if you haven't tried this and you're a balm lover, you need to try this. This is an excellent product. It really is. I mean, you can't really see because it's white, but I've used quite a bit of it. It's really, really good. You can scrub this, or at least I can, all over my face. I can use it on my eyes. I can use it to take off my mascara, which is impressive. No irritation. This is an excellent balm. Now, it has like, it feels like you're putting your hand in like wax. And then what I do is like go like this and get it on my hands, and then, you know, it turns into like a liquidy product. But yeah, I have to tell you, this is one of my favorite cleansing balms. You'll probably guess what the other one is, but at the price point, you have to try this. It's the other products from Clinique. I'm not saying the moisture source, they're not bad. They're all good. But I'm just saying, you know, like I said, I'm trying what I love and the things that don't work and then the things that are just okay. I thought everything else was okay, but that I absolutely loved. And again, I have very dry skin, so. I tried these from Dieux, the eye pads with the Oracle Reviving Eye Gel. I like this. I think this is a nice product. Basically, it's an eye gel that you pump out and you put it on your eye, and then you put the pads down so you can reuse the pads, and you can put the pads with any other eye gel you like, which I think is awesome. I was pretty impressed with the way that it looked. It definitely depuffed and brightened, and I liked it. It didn't irritate my skin, and I thought it was a good product. I haven't tried anything else by Dieux, but I've heard from many of you that you have and that you really like the brand. So if there's something particular you want me to try, let me know. I have received products from Prequel, Remedy Skin, Symbione, and Timeless. I haven't been able to try them yet. Again, I've tried so much skincare, guys. But if there's something that you think I should try out first, I have a lot by them, let me know and I will try them out. Dr. Rogers sent me their products, the night repair treatment, the day preventative treatment, and the face cream. I've heard really good things about Dr. Rogers, but I have not had a chance to test these out. So I want to give them their due and mention them, but I'm going to have to do it in 2026 or maybe in December. If you guys have tried it, let me know what your thoughts are. The community would love to hear too, but it is something that I plan on trying. So I wanted to let you know. Dr. Diamond Medicine. So I put this in the same category as 8th Day, pretty much. The plasma, the serum is very, very spendy. So again, if you can find these things on sale during these Black Friday sales, Cyber Monday sales, I would buy them then. The idea in these is that this is bioengineered with human identical growth factors that simulate platelet-rich plasma's ability to support skin and repair and rejuvenate. Fortified with polypeptides, sodium, hyaluronate. Why does that sound wrong to me? This weightless serum should be used morning and night, leave skin looking more lifted, firmer, tighter, and luminous. When used with the emulsion night cream, achieve a clinically proven result. I don't disagree. I was very impressed with how well this works. I do think that you're not going to get the same results that you'd get if you got the facial that he does with this, the platelet-rich facial, but I do think it leaves your skin looking much better than it found it, and I am impressed by the results. I really like it with the cream on top of it. Now, they created something new called a hydro. They have it's hydro and then /O, which is a bioactive hydrolipid barrier moisturizer. It says it's a next generation bioactivated moisturizer that deeply hydrates, repairs, and fortifies skin barrier from cell to surface, which is what I want to try. It says it uniquely mimics youthful skin's ability to self-hydrate, balancing the microbiome and protecting against external irritants and pathogens. I find that very interesting, and I definitely want to try that. It's $300, which is quite a bit of money, but I'm interested. The next is Dr. Idriss, which I have only started trying very, very recently. So I'm going to talk about these two products, and then I can't say too much about. But these are very popular on TikTok, I think. I think that's where they've gotten their recent interest. However, I am intrigued by the brand because this is called the Depuffer, the Roll-On Serum, won the Best of Beauty Allure winner in 2023. And I don't remember this. So I'll show it to you. I don't have anything on my face except for my lip serum, which I'll talk about. But it's the first face roller that actively rolls away your problems. A deflushing, depuffing powerhouse serum clinically proven to relieve transient skin redness and minimize under eye puffiness. Supercharged with high-performant actives like arnica to reduce the look of swelling and Centella asiatica to relieve visible facial redness. Suitable for all skin types and tones, clinically tested, dermatologically tested, blah, 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 blah. And you can can put it on dry skin at any time. It doesn't really matter. And all you have to do is gently squeeze and put it over your skin. There's a little twist off and on here, which is really easy to use. Basically, there's a little arrow. You can't really see, but one side says on, the other side says off. So you can turn, you know, and then you pat in anything else. So literally you just squeeze and roll, squeeze and roll, squeeze. And it's a very cooling feeling. It feels really nice. I don't put a lot on my forehead because I just don't see the need. Then you squeeze it back, you turn it back off, it's off. And then you pat in and you have to let it sink in for a minute because my face gets red anytime you touch it. I really like this product. It's really easy to use. The roller is very soothing. It feels really nice. I can especially imagine on days that you're like puffy, you know, the days that, the days that you've had too much salt like me over the last couple days. This video is coming late, guys, because I've been very sick the last 2 days. But anyway, the point is I've had a lot of salt. This does really work and I really like it. So you should check it out. It is $38. I don't know if they're having a sale right now on their site. They do have some limited edition sets, but you might be able to find it on sale. And if you're going to find it on sale anytime, it's going to be right now if you're watching it during Black Friday time. The next product by them is a barrier-based lip peel, which when I first saw this, I was like, It comes as part of a set. So here's why it's different. The lip peel is the first of its kind, made for lips, chemical exfoliator that gently smooths and hydrates. You put it on before you go to bed at night. The lip base, not the peel, the base, soothes your lips and locks in moisture to relieve chapped lips and continuously protect your lip barrier. So basically what you do is you squeeze the lip peel, and you put it across your lip and you do it every single night. So you do it just before you go to bed. Following this, you take the base and put it on top. This is a roller ball. I could put it on right now. It wouldn't make sense because it's going to exfoliate my lips and I have things on it. But the point is you can use this with any product. You don't have to use the Dr. Idriss lip based over it. You can use this and chapstick. I mean, you could do whatever you wanted, but it's very, very light. And because it's a chemical exfoliator, it's not like, you don't feel it. You feel it when you put it on with the roller ball, and that's it. It sinks in to exfoliate and hydrate your lips overnight. Whatever you put on over it, you put on over it. So I've never used something like this before, and I've been using it the last couple nights, and it actually seems to be working. So I would strongly recommend you try this if you have the same problem I do with your lips, because what it's doing is it's working overnight while I'm creating the dry lips that I have. Edam. I want to mention, Edam has sent me a number of things, which I have not had a chance to try, okay? There's like a cashmere, AHA exfoliator, there's a bunch of stuff. But I want to mention it because I love the Edam lip products so much that I know the Edam products are going to be excellent, and I want to thank Edam for sending them to me, but I have not had a chance to try them. If you've tried Edam and any of their skincare products, and there's something in particular you think I would love, will you please let me know? Because I have a list. I've come up with a system. Yes, I keep adjusting my hood. This is my spiritual gangster sweatshirt that I bought in a large. It's enormous on me, but it's comfortable, and I don't feel fully great. I don't feel fully great yet. I'd love to hear, because I do want to try it. But the lip balms are so good that I feel like, you know, I definitely want to try it. So I've come up with a system that I'm going to be doing, and I'll film it for you guys, where I'm going to put all of like the balms in like one special tray and then all the serums so that I can do them systematically for you guys. Next year I'm going to be trying less product, but anyway, we'll get to that later. And I haven't tried anything else by Dr. Idriss. Those are the two products that they sent to me. They were kind enough to send to me. I will actually buy some more of Dr. Idriss. I need to look through the site and figure out what else I'd like to try, but I've been very impressed with the two products I was sent. So I was like, oh, okay. See, this is the great thing about the brand sending you stuff, guys. And I know some of you feel, I get it. Like, people will feel like you won't be fair if people send you stuff. But as you can see, when I don't like something, I'll tell you, or it doesn't work for me. You know, I would never have heard of that brand. So now that I know I like those two products, I'll try their other products and I'll purchase them with my own earned money. All right. So the next one is a brand that you probably have heard of. I have mentioned it before. It's available at Violet Grey, who's having a sale right now, and other retailers. This is called 8th Day. I feel very similarly about 8th Day as I feel about the Calecim products. I think these are really good. And I think if you have more mature skin and you're dealing with more complicated skin issues, the 8th Day and the Calecim are brands that you should take a look at. There's another brand that I'll mention in a second. They are really well made, and I think they take into account the issues that more mature skin can have. So The first thing to mention is the regenerative serum. These aren't inexpensive, I know. It has a peptide-rich plasma with 24 potent bioidentical actives that speak the language of skin. I don't know really what that means, but basically there's a lot of different things in here. Stimulating its innate ability to renew, restore, and regenerate. It's actually created by a dermatological surgeon. Now, what that really means, you know, you could have a dermatological surgeon put his name on something or her name on something and it not work. But I have used these products for quite some time, and I actually think they do work really well. I just don't know if you're, say, 30 years old and you don't have a lot of wrinkles or texture. I don't know if you would notice the difference, because the difference is, you know, you do see a difference in your skin, but only if you had problems with your skin to begin with. If you're not really having those problems, I don't see the point of investing in this type of money. That's my issue. So if you're 40 or over, yeah, I would take a look at the brand. If you take a look at the site, you can see they have pictures and they have studies that have shown what it can do. But the peptide-rich plasma has a patent pending for it. And it does seem to actually make your skin look healthier and makes it look more plump, more youthful, whatever that means to you. But it does seem to work. I have been using this product continuously, at least in the sense of when I've been trying other products, like I go back to this, I have been using it. And they sent me the serum, and then they sent me the intensive moisturizer, and then I have the reparative night cream. So let me tell you the difference. Okay, so the night cream is one that I don't use all the time, and here's why. You'll see the color of it first of all. It has retinol XR technology, that is trademarked. Visibly smooth, bright, and firm skin with 250% greater potency than standard retinol. Remember I said in one of my videos, if you've watched me before, that I have been using more retinol products? This is the one. Now, I only use this once a week when I'm using it because it's strong and it will irritate my skin if I use it at this point more than that. Now, I plan actually going back to 8th day for probably the next couple weeks, just so I feel like this has worked the best for me. Other brands are really good, the Calecim, like I said, but I really like this product. So I'm gonna be using this twice a week starting probably next week, December, because I really do feel like this is making a difference, and I think it's because of the retinol. And I know retinol works. There's, you know, a lot of data to back it up. I've never really been able to tolerate it before this. It can irritate my skin if I use it too much, but I think twice a week should be okay now that I've built up. It's created for experienced retinoid users. The decadent cream formula delivers an extended release, micro-encapsulated retinol to maximize potency and minimize irritation. Developed by dermatological surgeon to promote collagen production and effectively target the appearance of fine line wrinkles and dark spots while refining pores and smoothing uneven skin texture. So again, if you were going to get anything from this brand, I would say this, but you have to be careful with it if you have not used retinols in the past, because it will irritate. I seem to be able to handle it, and I've never been able to handle a retinoid or retinol before, but I've been using it once a week. I'm going to go twice a week and I'll let you know. But if there's anything else by, you know, 8th day, that's the one I would get. It's the night treatment. The intensive moisturizer I think is really nice. I really like this product. I think it feels great on the skin. You can see I'm using it. You can't tell with these lights. And it's a nice moisturizer. It has the peptide-rich plasma in it. It's suitable for normal or combination skin. It's great for morning or evening, you depending on what you use. There's ceramides in here to help with skin barrier. I think it's a really good moisturizer for those of you who are looking for just a really good peptide-rich ceramide-infused moisturizer. But it's not like I looked at this versus the Calecim or another Biossance even, or the others that I've talked about, and been like, wow, that's totally different. I think it's really good if you decide to go the 8th day, you know, route. You'll like it. You'll really like it. But the one product I'd say stands out is the night treatment. That definitely makes a difference. Elemis. I want to mention Elemis just really quickly because, of course, I've talked about Elemis in years past, but I want to mention it because I use it so often, it would be wrong of me not to mention that I'm always using it. So the Elemis balm, this is my favorite balm. The difference between this balm and the Clinique is this is like more gooey. Can you see? Like it's just, and it does have a scent. Even though it's like doesn't have a scent, it has a scent. So if you really don't want anything with a scent, go with the Clinique. The thing about this balm though is it is an excellent balm and your skin does feel pretty amazing after you use it. There's something about this balm that I feel like it's also skincare, you know, where I feel like the Clinique, it's an amazing cleanser and takes everything off and it's not at all irritating and there's no scent. But I feel like this actually helped build like the collagen in my skin while taking everything off. The Pro Collagen Marine Cream, I use this all the time, and the body one, I've used up one. I got it when I went to the Jackson Hole out in Wyoming. I've used up an entire jar. Now, that's partially because other people used it, but anyway, you can see right now, like, can you see how much is gone? There's a lot gone. And I'm gonna put some on right now because this cream, you can use this at night if you're somebody who like wants a hydrating cream, but you don't want something that's too emollient or too thick, because this one's not. It has an SPF of 30 in it. It has a really lovely, it's a scent, but it's a lovely scent, and it smells really nice. I really like this one. And a lot of times in the summer, I'll use that because it's a little bit lighter in feel, and it's not as, you know, it's not as emollient as some of my other ones, but it's an all-around great moisturizer. And the one for the body is just it's shocking how good it is. These are the pads. You can see I've used about half of them. They're resurfacing pads. I mean, they're skin refining pads like the BeautyBio and the Blue Mercury ones. I can't tell you if they're better. I really can't. If I were you, when it comes to the pads, I would find the ones that work for you that don't sting on your skin and you like the scent of them and they're cheaper, and go with those. I mean, the Dr. Dennis Gross ones are really good too. I use the ones for sensitive skin, but I go back and forth whatever pads are available and they're cheaper between those brands. Like, they all seem to work for me and they're all okay. Now, there's some that don't. There are some that are too strong for me. So don't get me wrong. I'm not saying just use any resurfacing pads, because some of them will strip my skin and it's not good. But the ones that I've mentioned, like the ones from Blue Mercury, they're the 61s, I'll make sure it's down below. Those are excellent. They're usually pretty reasonably priced because they're not like a name brand. The Elemis, the BeautyBio, the Dr. Dennis Gross ones that are sensitive, those are all good. The other ones that I've used, the Dr. Dennis Gross regular ones, I can't use. They're too strong. They strip my skin. I think there's ones by Revive. Can't remember. I'll put it down. I'll put a little caption that hurt that I couldn't use. But the rest of them, they seem... See, I'm totally honest. I'll tell you when stuff is... Estee Lauder's been around for forever. I finally tried the Advanced Night Repair Eye Lift and Eye Sculpt. I actually think this product works. I think the face cream works in these products. And I feel like if you were looking for something that could lift your eyelid, this is the one that would probably do it. Do I think it's going to give you a look of having a blepharoplasty? No, you need a blepharoplasty for that. But I do think it does lift the skin. And I do think it's probably one of the best ones on the market to do that. I did not try it underneath my eye because, again, I've been trying other products, but on your eyelid, that does work. And yeah, I would say that one is definitely worth it. All right, next one's Guerlain. I love Guerlain fragrances. Love them. They're like my favorite. Their skincare, there's really only one product that has ever stood out to me as being exceptional, and that's this. This is the watery oil, and I do think it's exceptional. I love this product, and I think if you decide to use this as your primer, which I have often done, you'll be very happy. I think your skin will look great for it. I think if you use this as your skincare, it's a really great serum. It makes your skin look dewy and plumpy and like just beautiful. I used the Bee Shot, which is basically this and this. And they're little balls that were in here. And they basically, you put it into your hand and you put drops of the watery oil and it dissolves and then you put it on your face. All it did for my face was make my face sticky. Now that's not to say that it didn't work, because the watery oil itself makes my skin look plump and dewy and great. So I would just say buy the watery oil. Like, I didn't notice a difference with the Bee Shot. So maybe some of you did. It didn't do anything for me. I also have the eye cream, the dual eye cream, the dual chamber. I can't find it. I took it out. I don't know what I did with it. But I do like that eye cream. The problem for me though is that I get milia anytime I use anything emollient under my eyes, which is weird because the rest of my skin is like so freaking dry. Yeah, I can't use it without getting the little milia underneath. So I really have like eye cream. I've got it down to 2. And there's only 2 that I use, which I'll tell you about just because they're not ones that I tried this year. But now if you're looking for an emollient one, the Guerlain one is good. The Honey Treatment Creme de Jour, the Day Cream, this is a really nice cream. This is a very emollient, very thick cream. I really like this. It does have a scent. The Guerlains are all very scented for, you know, obvious reasons. I think it's a beautiful cream. I actually think they have done a great job with their creams for people who like an emollient, like luxurious, beautiful smelling kind of thing. And the packaging is really well done. I don't feel like it's, from a formula perspective, better than the other things that I've talked about. Their hair care is amazing, and their shampoo and conditioner is like one of my favorite things ever, but that's not skincare. All right, I want to talk about my favorite brand for just 1 second. My favorite new brand. Well, not my favorite, but it's close. InnBeauty. So you know I love the Extreme Cream. I talk about this all the time. Calm the Red Down, I really, really like. And I haven't tried anything that I don't like by them, but I would say if there was anything that I would say is my least favorite, and this is hard for me, but it's the best I can do, I would say the Bright and Tight Eye Cream, because the biggest thing about the Bright and Tight is it reduces dark circles, and I don't have dark circles. So when I use it, I don't really notice a difference. I mean, like I notice it tightens, but I think its main purpose is to brighten, and I don't have dark circles, so I can't. I mean, like, I think it works. It's not like I don't think it works. I just, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think it's really meant for me. So that's the best I can do. I pretty much like everything by InnBeauty. KaramMD. KaramMD is a brand, again, created by a doctor, by a medical professional. And I was sent this and I tried it and I thought, oh, this works. But to be honest, it's meant for like a very simple skincare routine. There's a trifecta basically that they give you. There's rinse, quench, and illuminate. And it comes in these black bottles. I'll put up a picture. And they have other products too, but like that's their core. And I am one of those people who likes some more complicated, because I'm me. You know, I do different things on different nights and blah, blah. And so husband asked me if I had any skincare that he could try. And I said, you know what? You would probably like this because it's really simple and I think it would work for you. He loves it. Not only loves it, he went out and purchased a whole nother set of it so he could have it for travel. So if you're somebody who's looking for something that is a simple skincare system that works, like I think it's well done for aging skin, you should pick this up because my husband swears by it and has now like adopted it. And I don't have it anymore. It has the rinse, which is a cleanser, daily cleanser, which is a soothing and hydrating toner that cleans your, that tones and cleans your skin. Quench, which is a vitamin C serum, which is a triple of vitamin C, antioxidants, hydrators, and active botanicals to brighten, protect, and repair. And then there's an Illuminate anti-aging cream, which is a multi-tasking cream with more than a dozen actives in it, and it targets visible signs of aging. So it's kind of like a very condensed way of doing all of your steps. There's nothing wrong with that. I like I think it's because it's the only time of day that I can just focus on me. So I think that's why I like more complicated. But anyway, it's a good brand. And I think if you like a simplified system, you should check it out. Motif. There's a product called Renew. This is the resurfacing peptide toner. This is the only product from Motif that I feel like I'd be like, yes, this is different and really worth buying. Basically, it's a mini peel. You do it once a week. That's it. It doesn't get your skin red. It's not irritating. It boosts your cellular turnover, has a triple acid complex in it. It smooths, your skin won't break out. It soothes redness and irritation and moisturizes your skin. I don't know how it does all those things, but this is a great product. If you haven't checked out the Motif Renew, you really should. It's a really excellent product that does a lot of amazing things. It is dermatologist developed. It's clean, it's recyclable, and I can't sing its praises enough. I absolutely love it. I have 2 of them. It absorbs into your skin. It's not gonna get sticky. Put a moisturizer on over it. I have tried other products from Motif and their brightening serum, and what was the other one? I think I tried their abundance cleanser. I thought they were fine, but I would go out of my way to get them. The Renew though is excellent. Now the only thing I'd say, if you're using a resurfacing peptide toner, I don't know, and I would talk to your dermatologist about this, like I don't know if you should be using the pads at the same time. Like I think that would be too like astringent for my skin. I wouldn't do it, but maybe you have a very different skin and your doctor says that's fine. But I use the Motif once a week when I'm not using another type of exfoliation. So just putting that out there. Now, I'm probably gonna destroy the pronunciation here, so I'm gonna do my best. Natura Bisse from Barcelona. They sent me their diamond line. So they sent me like the small sizes of their entire diamond line to try out. It's specifically for aging, anti-aging. The idea is that it reactivates your skin to address loss of firmness, lines, wrinkles, and lack of radiance. It has a delicate lavender scent. If you've watched me before, you know I love lavender. I mean, I love it. It's a perfect collection for the most demanding skins looking for a comprehensive, rejuvenating action. So this is, again, very expensive. It's like the most expensive thing I have here. So first is, so there's the Diamond Extreme. This is an ultra concentrated serum developed to infuse your skin with energy. That's how they say it. I don't think it's energy, but hear me out. It's formulated with smart energy complex to recharge the skin's appearance. It syncs with the skin's natural rhythms to provide unbeatable rejuvenating benefits. Flawless, blah, 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 blah. But really what's in it, here's what matters. It has the smart energy complex complex, which has Artemia salina, which is obtained from plankton, so the sea again, peony root, which extract, which helps revive the appearance of your skin, and chronoskin, which they don't really explain, designed to complement the skin's rhythms and preserve a radiant complexion. So I'm not sure exactly what that is. However, it has a prebiotic and antioxidant cocktail in it during the day, and at night it has a mastic crystal terra oil obtained from the drops of resin from a tree in the Greek island of, yeah, exactly. And the peptide ingredient, Peptixel Pro Youth, which helps the skin recover a youthful looking appearance. So let's be honest, guys. Some of this is like the story of these products, right? And I get that when you're spending this much money, you know, there's a whole like step about how you do it, the different things to how you put the cream on, the whole thing. When I started trying this line, I was just like, it's not going to be any better. It's going to be the same. And I was wrong. It does work. It does seem to work. You can see like my neck is actually even tighter. I've been using this for 2 weeks. I haven't talked about it because I was like, I kind of wanted to do a salty Saturday and just be like, yeah. I don't know what's in this. I need a dermatologist to basically like go through this and try to figure out what exactly is getting it to work, but it does seem to be working. So that's the serum. Is the cream. There is the hydrating essence. There's the cleanser. I wouldn't go for the cleanser. I'd be like, no. But the serum and the cream are the two that I'd be like, yeah. There's a peel, which I did not get. There's an eye, the eye cream. It does seem to firm and get rid of all the puffiness. It's also supposed to get rid of dark circles, but again, I don't have dark circles, so I can't prove a negative. When you put it on, it does contour your eyes. I don't know if it would work now since I have so much stuff on my eyes, but I'll try to do one where you can see it when it's really puffy. It does actually do all of that, and it does restore the hydration. I have not had milia problems with this, but again, this is so expensive that it wouldn't be the thing that I go for. It's $260 for 25 milliliters, so there's not a lot in there. The cleanser is really nice, and I like the cleanser. If you are somebody who wants to do the entire, line, like you like to have all the same brand, then I understand that. And, you could try this discovery set. This is $210. It's valued at $420. I don't know if it is $420, but it is valued supposedly. The cleanser is a melting balm. It's really nice. You can use the Clinique or the Elemis, and I've got other ones you could use too. The hydrating essence is the prebiotic, balances the skin's flora and provides an ultra moisturizing beauty boost. I do really like it. I have ones though from Sicily that I love. So like that one again, I think if you like the line, then yes, it works really well. But the ones from Sicily I've used for years and I really like those. So I've stuck with those. I mean, I will go back to those. But the Diamond Extreme Cream and the serum, I gotta say, these do work. Cream is very emollient. It's thick. It's not like America thick, but it's thick. But the lavender scent kills me. Like, I love the lavender scent. If you hate lavender, you can just write it off your list, which is good because it's really expensive. Omorovicza. I love the Omorovicza brand. I think they are excellent. I really do. I think I cannot say enough about them. But I tried all their skincare this year, and the things that stood out to me are still the mist. The Queen of Hungry mist. You have to buy that. It is the best mist. I love it. I will always love it. There's other ones I really like, guys, but I always go back to this one. I don't know what it is, but there's something about this that just, it's just for me, it's the best one. Okay. For me, it's the best one. I'm just gonna have to leave it there. The other product that I would say you have to try is the Polishing Refining Facial. This has, I just love this. When my skin is feeling like flaky and just, I don't know, dull, like this is the product that I use. I can use this and the Motif. So if I use the Motif like on a Tuesday, I could use this on a Friday. It would be fine. I actually feel like this is gentle enough that most people could use this all the time, but I'm not saying you should. It's an exfoliator, but it's just one of the best products on the market. I love this for exfoliation. It's very calming. It doesn't irritate my skin. It's just a really great product. And I think if you're looking for something that exfoliates your skin but doesn't irritate your skin, that's the one to go to. They also sent me their soothing salve, their eye cream, their cushioning day cream, the elixir, the Blue Diamond Super Serum. And what I would say about all of these products is I think they're all good. I didn't have a reaction with any of them. I felt they were really nice. but there wasn't something that just like called to me. And I was like, yeah, you know, I'm going to continue using that. I thought they were good and they were fine. And if they work great for you and you absolutely love them, then by all means. My favorite one would be the Soothing Cream, because the Soothing Salve cream, because this is a product that is going to calm down your redness, but I have so many products now that do that. I feel like it's not that I didn't like it. I really do like it, but I think it's the only other product I would call out. The other products, they're fine. I just feel like unless you're dealing with actives that are like in these other products, there are good everyday moisturizers that you can buy that don't have any actives in them that are so much cheaper that you can buy like at the drugstore, like Eucerin, for example. So just, I mean, and that might break you out. Some of them are too, I think it's occlusive, but you know, that's like too heavy. But I'm just saying, unless you're getting into the peptides and ceramides and those types of things, I feel like you could buy less expensive moisturizers that are nice, that you don't need to get into the more pricey pieces. The mist, the refining, this is awesome. You'd have to pry this out of my hands. The product that I am using on my lips that I really like is by OneSkin. And actually, they sent this to me not too long ago, so I can't say too much about it yet. But what I will say is that it says it's powered by the patented OS01 peptide, which they have in all their products. Our lip mask provides deep overnight hydration and collagen support for smoother, fuller, healthier lips. I have noticed that it's good. I really like it. I've been using the Dr. Idriss exfoliator underneath it and then putting this on over it. I really like the little setup. So this is what it looks like. There's a little mirror in here, and then the OneSkin design has a little metal applicator. And so you open it up and it's got the balm in there. It does have a like a Vaseline type texture, okay? So you take the little metal piece, the little applicator, and you can put a little on your lips or a lot on your lips. During the day, I put a little bit on before I put on makeup. And then you have it back in its little case and carry it with you. I do really like this product. It's a peptide lip mask, and I think it's really good. But again, I've just started using it. I will give you comparisons to the very expensive Chanel one and others, but so far so good, and I really like it. The product that I didn't just try this year, but I do want to mention it because it's the only eye cream that I can tell you I think really hydrates without any problems with milia in it, is the Retrouve. This one is a unique product because it doesn't say it's an eye cream. It says it's an eye concentrate skin hydrator. So it's a very different texture. It's like a gel. See that? It's not a cream. It almost feels like a very thin ointment. And it's the only eye cream that I'm using right now because I feel like it's the only one that hydrates without giving me milia. Haven't tried it this year, guys. I started using it last year, but it's the one that I would recommend. Trinny London has also sent me a ton of stuff, and I haven't had time to try them all. I haven't tried time to try out all their products either. However, I have tried out Naked Ambition because I really liked the name, and it's a Azilic, that's probably wrong, Azalac, I'm gonna have to look this up, exosome and vitamin C serum. And what I like about the Trinny London products is they twist up like this and then they go back into the case so they stay sealed. So I like that. I often had problems with vitamin C, and this one's really nice. So it's a slow release vitamin C with azelaic acid, that's what it is. Azelaic acid exomes for clinically proven results, suitable for all skin types, including sensitive. Maybe that's why I like this one. Reduces redness, dark marks, visibly even skin tone, and boosts radiance in 2 weeks. It actually is really good. It's not particularly expensive for what it is. It's a 30 milliliter. It's a full size. It has refill in it, and it's $86. I really like this product, and I've been using it, and I think it's actually I think it actually works, and it doesn't bother me at all. Now, you only use this in the morning, or I only use it in the morning, and that's it. It's cruelty-free and vegan, and if you pick up anything from Trinny London, that's the one I immediately tried, and I was like, oh yeah, it actually does get rid of the redness, and it brightens my skin. It's not irritating. I have a bunch of other things by Trinny London, but I haven't been able to try them yet. So again, if there's something from Trinny London, let me know. The difference between, say, this and the 8th Day and the Calecim, you're going to ask me, and then the Natura Bisse, I don't have an answer for you because I am not a dermatologist, and I can't tell you, I can't look at the ingredients and the studies to say this one's definitely going to work better. But I will say they all had a noticeable and documentable result after 30 days. Like, I did notice, and I have noticed that my skin is looking brighter, tighter, plumper, all of those things. The problem is I have been using these products, you know, 30 days and then 30 days and then 30 days. I can tell when something really doesn't work pretty quickly, but I can't tell you that independent of themselves, they are so much better than one another. I'm going to try to test that out next year. But what I would say is I think they're all really good. And I think between them, if you take a look at the sites and first of all, price. Second of all, scent. Some have scent, some don't. And decide what you're really looking for. Do you want something that's more of a serum? Do you want something that's more of a cream? Now, all of these will tell you that you need to use all of them together. I use different brands from different products from different brands, but I would say the 8th Day, the Dr. Diamond, Calecim, and the Natura Bisse, I think are definitely, as a collection, using the steps together, more impressive than most of the brands out there. How much better one is than the other, I just can't tell you right now. It would just be too hard for me to separate them. I'm honest. I can't, you know, it would be too difficult for me to do. The other brand that and I hate to throw this in here while we're talking about all of this, but the other brand that I tried this year in earnest was the OneSkin. And I've been using OneSkin for a long time. They're masks. They're masks in the, I call them the blue. There's a blue, there's a purple. It's the cryo revitalizing masks. You've seen me wear them if you've watched me before on my plane trips. Like any long plane, I always have the 115 masks. I have them in my refrigerator, in my bathroom. I use them all the time. I think their sheet masks are the best sheet masks. They're like gooey masks. You know, you take them out and you blast them on your face. I love them. And if there was any mask I would recommend to you sheet mask wise, it would be the OneSkin. But I started trying their skincare, like in the creams and moisturizers and everything. And the line that I really like is a line I don't see very often. And it's this line called NACY2. And there's a mask, there's a cream, and there's a serum. Like all of these, you know, it's like 3 steps. Now, this is on sale at Bluemercury, part of the 30% off. And so I want to mention it because I don't know if across the board these are as good as the 4 that I just mentioned, but individually, like I think you might want to take a look at this particular line of OneSkin. The serum, it's a skin refining serum that helps to repair, plump, and protect your complexion. Powered by NACY2, this antioxidant-rich formula encourages skin repair to help optimize the appearance. I feel like this particular line of OneSkin is really impressive. It's a surgically inspired solution expertly formulated by Dr. Yanis Alexandras to help consumers press pause on the aging process and preserve the skin. The serum showcases the benefits of the proprietary complex, the concentration of NACY2 that is 5 times higher than the original formula. The new formula contains an encapsulated form of NAC to allow for optimum absorption, increased bioavailability, and enhanced efficacy of its reparative properties. The antioxidants capabilities of the serum are supercharged by a stable dose of vitamin C to promote healthy collagen production, while a powerful blend of horse chestnut and eskin work to reduce the signs of inflammation. New formula is supported by the pink rock rose extract to help improve firmness and elasticity, while Centella asiatica, which was in another product that I can't remember, reduces sensitivity and soothes irritation while strengthening the skin barrier. I really like this particular line. I haven't used the serum and cream long enough to say how they fit compared to the other 4 that I mentioned. The mask I have been using for a long time, and this is the mask that I go to when my skin is really problematic and like nothing else is working and I like red and inflamed, and I put that on and go to bed, and the next day my skin looks fine. And I never really understood exactly what it was that did that, but I think it's the inflammation. I think it's just reducing the inflammation in my skin. And for that purpose, I really, really like it. Now again, it's expensive. It's not inexpensive. Practically none of this is. And you don't want to use all these things together because there's going to be contraindications of using different products. In other words, there's vitamin C as part of some of these products. And so you don't want to use a vitamin C on top of that because it will irritate your skin. So these are all different options. Don't use them all together. And I would consult with a dermatologist before deciding on any particular, form line of skincare. These are all the things that I've tried. These are all the things that I think either worked or didn't. There are more products, but again, like I can't go through everything. And I would just say that I have noticed that there are more impressive products out on the market than there was at any other time in my life. When I was younger, we were using apricot scrub with walnuts in it and alcohol, basically. So it's a million times better than it was. It's still not going to have the same results that it will have in a surgeon's office or even a dermatologist's office or where you get your lasers done or whatever. So, find the products that work for you and try them out. If you can do like the sets, like the Natura Bisse, it's $200, I know, but it's a heck of a lot cheaper than buying a full-size product and having it not work for you or having an allergic reaction to it or something. If you can try those sets, I would try them and, do it for at least 2 weeks and see if you notice a difference. With most of these products that I really loved, I noticed a difference after the first couple of times I tried it. Like the Motif Renew, literally the next day I was like, wow, my skin looks better. The Estee Lauder Repair, I was like, oh, my skin looks tighter after a week. I was like, oh, okay. The 111 Skin, the NAC mask, I was like, the next day my skin looks much better. The Calecim, the Omorovicza, like all of these 8th day, Dr. Diamond, I'm like, okay, yeah, I see a real difference after 2 weeks. If you don't see any difference after 2 weeks, it's probably not doing what it would need to do for you for it to be worth it. You don't see real results until months go by, but you should see something after 2 weeks of continued use. So that's what I would say. These are all different price points. I'm happy to answer any questions you have, but if you're gonna try stuff, try it now because that's when most of the sales are. So thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I can't wait to hear the comments on this one. I hope to see you in another video really soon. Bye.